amazing to see you all here. You never really know. You're in unknown land. Whether 10 people will turn up, or 500 or 5,000, whether this will make world peace, or it will have to wait till tomorrow. You never really know. My name is Fulder, and I'm the founder and senior teacher of, I suppose, the biggest Buddhist-oriented meditation organization in Israel. And the meditation community, the spiritual community, have responded to the pain of conflict by going out and saying, look, we have new forms, new ideas to offer to the situation of so much pain between two people who live together, actually, on the same piece of land. And we've all gone out over the years on many, many different kinds of activity that are perhaps very respectful to the mind, body, and spirit of the human being. So rather than shouting slogans and so on, we're going to do something today which has been really piloted and tried out again and again in the Middle East. And I want to say a few words. Actually, I want to say a few words about how we do that. Before that, it's amazing that shalom, peace in Hebrew, is probably the commonest word on the streets of Tel Aviv, and peace is like completely beyond the capacity of anybody to achieve. So everyone's saying shalom, shalom all the time, and nobody has peace. And nobody can solve the problem then. 100 years this has been going on. And why can't the problem be solved? Why cannot we solve the problem in our own homes sometimes when there's conflict? Why can't we solve the problem in communities everywhere? And I think the reason is that conflict is held, is maintained by very strong narratives, very strong emotions of fear and anger and history, and he hurt me, they hurt me, which are repeated again and again, generation after generation, and strong views that we have of the other. Them over there, them over there. And we hold those views, and they're part of the culture there. And that's the source of conflict. And so the kind of action, peace action that we're doing today is in a way an answer to that. It's approaching conflict at its roots. It's asking for a shift in consciousness. It's saying you can't solve the problem just through negotiation. You have to solve the problem by addressing these narratives, by addressing the human being. There's an old story about some students who asked the rabbi, there's so much conflict in the world, how do we solve the problem? And the rabbi said, well, there's two ways to do this. One is an ordinary way, and one is a miraculous way. And the student said, oh, I suppose the ordinary way is that people sit down and negotiate on two sides of a table. And the rabbi said, no, no, that's the miraculous way. So we are doing something different. We are modeling peace. We are demonstrating peace by being peaceful. It is a different way of doing things. It's fundamentally and deeply, it is saying peace exists right now, right here. Wake up and notice it. It's not abstract, it's not beyond. Wake up, it's right here. It's right here in this room, it's right here in our bodies, it's right here in the silence between us, the togetherness between us here. It's right here. So we demonstrate peacefulness by the peace walks and the way we do it here. And it's a new way. I don't think we've had this walk like this in New York before. So what's the basis, what's the understanding? Firstly, that we sometimes making peace seems like hard work. And what we prefer to do is sit and watch the wars happen in the comfort of our homes on television. And we think, oh, it's too hard to go out and do anything about it. It's despairing, it's impossible, not for me, I can't deal with this. And that's, large part of the population. The walks help us to be peacemakers. We are being peacemakers as we walk. We're not just saying something, we are being it. And hopefully we are empowered after that to go out again and again and again because we feel we can do it. So the peace walks themselves are an empowerment, and there are an acknowledgement of peace, and they are a spirit of togetherness. So what's the method? We'll be walking in single file. We'll be walking slowly and mindfully. We'll be aware of the earth under our feet. We'll be aware of togetherness. We'll be practicing presence. Quiet presence. One of the reasons we don't talk is not because we want to shut each other up, but because it's helpful for us to be present if we're not chatting and discussing things. So we bring the energy right here and now to our walking on this earth, feeling our body, our mind, and the togetherness that we have between all kinds of people from all kinds of backgrounds, and we're all with one voice, namely, wake up, peace is possible, it's happening right now. We can experience steadiness with it. We can experience the people outside. We don't need to shut down and not feel the world outside, but expressing friendliness, feeling friendly to the world. One of the beautiful things that we've done in the Middle East is all the time expressing or being like a kind of a light, beaming friendliness to everybody. A dog passes by, friendliness. People pass by, friendliness. Someone shouts at us, rude, angry, aggressive statements. Go home, go away, what are you doing? Walking with the enemy. Friendliness, 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 friendliness. So we can do that to ourselves and to everyone else. It may rain on us. And just to be aware of that, but I think peace isn't made just when the sun shines. Otherwise we've got real problems. We have had some really hard times in the work we've been doing, working together, Israelis and Palestinians, on dialogue and peacemaking when there have been bombs and machine guns outside the door, right next to us. And then our work has become, in a way, like our life depends on it. We have to make peace, because look what's happening outside the door. There's killing going on. It's not always been easy. And it shows us that we really have to go out there for peace. The Middle East is exploding. The world maybe is exploding. We have to go out there and do what we can, respectfully, in our way, but do what we can.